it's me, Mandy Glam, and I'm back with another perfume video. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a 3 for 3, okay? I don't know if you've seen those 3 for 3 tag videos, but basically I have to pick 3 notes and 3 fragrances. And y'all, it was hard, let me tell you. It was really hard because first off, I had to figure out which notes I like the most. Out of, I think, maybe 10 notes, I pick patchouli, I picked tonka bean, I picked vanilla, I picked osmanthus, I picked so many notes, but I could only pick 3 out of the group that I picked. So that was hard. And then on top of that, I had to assess all my fragrances, see which one of my fragrances had that particular note in it. And it was homework. It was homework. I felt like I was doing homework, like I had a paper due or a test, essay, something. It was work. I got it done. I'm ready. So here we go. If you're interested to see my 3 for 3 tag video, go ahead and keep watching. Let's get started. So by the way, nobody tagged me in this video. I just thought it would be a really cute video to do. So yeah, I'm doing it. Okay, so I wrote down some notes. Okay, like I said, out of all the notes that I wrote down that I really like, I think honey was a note. I wrote down vetiver, I wrote down citrus, I wrote down cacao, I wrote down tonka bean, I wrote down fruity, I wrote down praline. I wrote down so many notes, and out of all those notes, I narrowed it down to 3 notes that really stand out to me in a fragrance. And those 3 notes are vetiver, fruity notes, and patchouli notes. So citrus notes was kind of like right up there too, but I really didn't want to do the citrus. I really wanted to like challenge myself and, you know, pick some notes that were kind of hard, that I really don't have a lot of in my collection. But I think I did a good job picking out the notes, and hopefully I did a good job picking out the fragrances. So let's start with vetiver. Okay, vetiver stood out to me because of the way it smells. It has a very particular scent. It's very dry, woody, smoky scent that I'm really attracted to. And it's crazy because when I'm talking about fragrances and I'm like reading off the notes, I noticed that vetiver is in a lot of my fragrances that I have. So the first one is, again, like I told y'all, vetiver is a very earthy, dry, woody, smoky fragrance. And the first fragrance that I picked that has vetiver in it is Marc Jacobs Decadence. Now, you guys, I've talked about this before. A lot of people have talked about this fragrance, but it is a very unique fragrance to me. Of course, the plum in it, I believe it's plum that may be in the top note. Right down, I feel like I smell the vetiver, but of course initially you smell the plum. But to me, vetiver also has like a kind of like a dirty smell to it, like dirt, you know, not like dirty as in unclean, but dirt as in earthy dirt, you know. And I get a little hint of dirt in this fragrance, and I really like it. Like, vetiver is one of my favorite smells. This is Tom Ford's Gray Vetiver, and y'all, this fragrance is so nice. Oh, it is so nice. Vetiver in this is, it just speaks to me in so many ways. Like, it just, I love it. I love this fragrance so much. I just love it. This was given to me by a friend of mine, so the top is missing, but I don't care. Oh my god, it's just this, I get a smoky, woody, just earthy dirt smell, and I just really love this. And I believe there's some citrus in this as well, so I believe there's a citrus note in this. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it may be some type of citrus in it, orange or lemon or something like that. But I love this fragrance so much. Love, 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 love. All right, so my next one is going to be Angel Muse. And to me, at initial spray, at initial smell, it comes off very sweet. But once it dries down, that's when you get the vetiver in the dry down. Spray on my thumb. Yes. Oh, this is just one of my favorite yummy fragrance. Like, I love the dry down in this, and I love the way the vetiver like comes out in the dry down. This, spraying it on the card does it absolutely no justice. This fragrance is one of those fragrances you have to spray on your skin to get the full effect of the fragrance. Spraying it on the card does absolutely nothing. Nada. Nothing. Okay? Muse. I would not wear this in the heat. But I mean, it probably would do very well. Maybe as a nighttime fragrance, you know, date night fragrance in the heat, it could actually perform really nice and be super sexy. But I don't know. When I get a date, I may try it out. I'll let y'all know. Okay, so the second note that I picked is a fruity note. Preferably raspberry, strawberry, things like that. So I picked 3 fragrances and 1 honorable mention. I just had to throw it in the video because I really dig it, and I felt like it needed to be talked about. So let's talk about it. So the first one that I picked is Mon Paris by YSL. It has a sparkling note to it. Right when you first smell it, there's a sparkling note, and then that's when you get the fruit, you get the strawberries, you get the raspberry. I just feel like this is just such, the very first time I smelled this, like I fell head over heels for this fragrance. It was just love at first sniff. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know I don't really go on and on and on and on about fruity notes or fruity anything, honey. Like, I'm not really big on fruity smells. There is something very elegant about this fragrance that I absolutely love. It is just delicious. It is just so sweet, and that sparkling note, I mean, had me at hello. It was what, I don't know what that is, but whatever it is, it's absolutely beautiful. And I feel like this is a fragrance that I will always have in my collection. I honestly feel like I love this fragrance so much. Like, I've slept in this fragrance. Like, I don't even sleep in perfumes. I've never been that type of, you know, girl to like spray perfume and go to bed. I mean, well, mostly because I'm going to bed by myself, but anyway, I just never really did it. Perfume on tonight before I go to bed, and I grabbed this and I absolutely love it, y'all. I used to really be in love with strawberries and champagne. Y'all remember that strawberries and champagne by Victoria's Secret years ago? This reminds me of that, but on a way more sophisticated level. It's like more expensive. This is what it reminds me of. It like takes me back 15 years, you know, so I absolutely love this. Okay, the next one I have here is Versace Woman. Y'all know how I feel about Versace Woman. I've raved and raved and raved about this fragrance. This fragrance is just so fun and beautiful and sexy. It just reminds me of a supermodel, Naomi Campbell or Cindy Crawford or just Heidi Klum. Yes, supermodel. This fragrance has raspberry in it, so it is just a gorgeous fragrance to me. This is Versace Woman. I don't know if I said that yet, but yes, you guys, I'm saying you don't have to buy it, but if you see it, at least see if you can smell it, because it is the most intoxicating smell that I've ever smelled. And this is my backup bottle, okay? This is my backup bottle. I've enjoyed this fragrance for years, and I put my daughter onto this fragrance, and y'all seen my video with my daughter in it. She doesn't even wear fragrances, so that's something to be said. But it is a really good fragrance. Love this one. Okay, my next one is Haute Couture by Givenchy, and I recently added this back into my collection. This also has a fruity component to it, actually 2 or 3, I think. It has raspberry, it has orange, and I want to say lime. So, but on top of that, it has a spicy note to it, that pink pepper or some kind of peppery note. I can't remember, but it has a very peppery note to it that is absolutely gorgeous. It is just sexy. I mean, you guys, and I was really shocked to find out this came out in like 2000, but I feel like I had it way before that. So anyway, it just takes me back to my younger days, and it is just an absolutely gorgeous fragrance. You guys, it smells so good. Now, I would not wear this to bed because I don't know, I just wouldn't. I feel like I would be wasting a good spray, you know, like I would be wasting money if I wore this to bed. But I just absolutely adore this fragrance. So this is Haute Couture by Givenchy. All right, so my honorable mention on the sweet note is Burberry Her, and this is just a cute little roller ball that I got from where did I get this? Sephora. I can't wait until I get the full-size bottle of this. It just gives me life. And you know, I am not a big fan of too many Burberry fragrances. I literally, in my collection right now, may have at most 3 Burberry fragrances. I cannot wait to get this in my collection. I want this so bad. And this is not the Intense. This is just the Eau de Parfum. So this is, again, raspberry. This is a berry bowl, okay? If you can imagine a big bowl of berries sprinkled with sugar, okay? It is just divine. You know, it reminds me of chapstick. It has a, now that I'm getting like a strong, you know, like whiff, it's very like it reminds me of chapstick, the cherry kind of chapstick. It's just good. I don't know, it's good, okay? It's good. So, and then they say it's a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540. I don't know about that. I've never smelled Baccarat Rouge 540, so I cannot say yay or nay, but all I can tell you is that this fragrance is on. So my third note that I picked was patchouli, okay? I wanted to break them up, okay? I wanted to put the fruity in between the vetiver and the patchouli, because I didn't want you guys to think like, oh my god, all she likes is just really strong fragrances. You know, patchouli it's earthy, it can come off sometimes sweet, it can come off sometimes a little dirty, but for the most part, to me, it comes off more like an incense. Now, I feel like I have smelled some patchouli fragrances that are, whew, girl, where you get that from? Like, whoa, you put too much on. I think if you can put too much patchouli on and it just makes it awful. You know, it just is too much patchouli is not good. I like to spray fragrances with patchouli in it in moderation. I can't go crazy when I'm spraying patchouli because patchouli can actually be offensive to other people. So I like to be mindful of that, especially if I'm going to be somewhere like in a movie theater, or you know, where we're kind of sitting close. I don't want to upset someone with my fragrance. So, you know, I just like to be mindful of that. So this is Angel. This is my first love when it comes to patchouli. This is the fragrance right here that introduced me to patchouli. Okay, this is, y'all know this has a lot of notes in it, but I feel like the patchouli in here is explosive. The patchouli along with the chocolate, it's explosive. You know, wintertime, cold months, I would not wear this fragrance right now. It would just be too offensive, I think. But yeah, love this, love this. And this is called Saharet. I've talked about this before. Y'all, I absolutely adore this fragrance. And the patchouli in this snuck up on me. When it dried down fully, 100%, it just turned into the most gorgeous fragrance. It has a very vintage like smell to it, and I don't really consider myself to be a vintage type of woman, but this totally changed my mind. Like, this has a very vintage vibe to it, but it's just so beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Love the patchouli in the dry down. It has a green note to it as well. I can't remember what it is. It may be geranium. I've worn this to work. As soon as it got like warm and we were able to go back to work, I was working in the office and I wore it. The lasting power on this is amazing. Again, this is called Saharet by Blocki. Really, really good. Fell in love with that. Now, this is a blind buy fragrance that I got through my Scentbird collection, and I didn't know what to expect with this fragrance at all, but to my surprise, it really, really surprised me. I really fell in love with this one too. This one has a lot of patchouli. This is an incense bomb, if you will, like an explosion of incense. I wish I actually could have this in an incense and burn it in my home, because it would smell up the whole house. Like, even right now, if I sprayed this to go out, literally you would smell this in the house for at least an hour or so. This is Annick, Goutal in Tenue de Soiree. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you guys, this is a bomb of a fragrance. The patchouli in this is so different from the patchouli in the Angel and the patchouli in the Sahara. This, I would say, the patchouli in this fragrance is a real patchouli, like an incense patchouli. It's not, I feel like I would not blind buy this fragrance whatsoever. No, because especially if you don't like burning incense in your home, you probably wouldn't like this one. If you're not a big fan of patchouli, you probably wouldn't like this fragrance, but it puts me in the frame of mind of Watch Interlude Woman or Watch Beach Hut Woman. It is on that level, you know. I feel like it also could be a oud fragrance. I can't remember if it has oud in it, but I know the patchouli is definitely prominent in this fragrance. The patchouli is just bomb. Like, it is just bomb, you know. I wore this fragrance out before, and I did get compliments on this fragrance, but mostly from older gentlemen, but I don't care. This fragrance is so unique. Again, I would just wear this fragrance in the cooler months, cold months, winter, you know, fall, winter months like that. I would not wear this fragrance right now. It would be way too much, overwhelming. Like, it would be too much. But this is a beautiful fragrance. I would love to have a full-size bottle of the Annick Goutal. Definitely putting that on my wish list of things to buy. But yes, okay, so that was my 3 for 3. I probably will keep up with this list because I may end up doing another 3 for 3 video where I talk about some of the other notes, because I'm actually really surprising myself. I love a lot of notes. It's just so hard for me to just sit down and commit. I can't commit to one note. I have praline, I have honey, I have citrus, I have cocoa. It's just like so many notes that I feel like I love, you know. Of course, rose is at the very bottom, child, but I will not leave her off the list because I have smelled some really nice rose fragrances. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Again, my name is Mandy Glam, and on my channel I talk about fragrances and things like that. Also hair, also makeup, and story time. So yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Thank you to those who are already subscribed to my channel and you keep coming back for my videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope that you guys are being safe. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.